Oh, hey, welcome. Clark here. Do you want to retire but have no idea where to start? Does hearing 401k, IRA, Roth IRA make your head spin? Well, guess what? You are not alone. Let's jump in, try and simplify some of these terms, and get you on the right path to retirement. The 401k is a tax-deferred account that is only offered through your employer. This account has a $19,500 limit in 2021 with a $6,500 catch-up if you are 50 or older. Your contributions are added to this account before you pay taxes on them. This means any year you're contributing to your 401k, you're actually paying less in taxes. You will also not have to pay taxes on the dividends you're earning in this account until you withdraw the money. So at 59.5, when you withdraw the money, you'll be paying taxes on your contribution and any dividends and growth that have accumulated in your account. If you withdraw this money before you reach 59.5, you will be paying 10% penalty tax along with all the taxes on the contributions and gains. If your employer offers a 401k match, you want to be taking full advantage of this. Let's say your employer offers a 3% match and your salary is $60,000. 3% of $60,000 is $1,800. So you put in $1,800, your employer puts in $1,800, you now have a total contribution in your 401k of $3,600. The IRA is an individual retirement account. This account can be opened by anyone, regardless of if your employer offers a 401k or not. The IRA has a shared max contribution of $6,000 with a Roth IRA, along with a $1,000 catch-up contribution for anyone who is 50 or older. The $6,000 shared limit means you can only contribute a total of $6,000 between a Roth and an IRA. The money you contribute to this IRA is tax deductible. Now, this varies based on your income and what other accounts are available to you. If your employer does not offer a 401k, you will be able to fully deduct taxes no matter what your income is. If your employer does offer a 401k, then there are limits. If your income is $66,000 or less, you can fully deduct the money contributed to the IRA. This gets phased out to zero deductions when you reach $76,000 or more. When you reach 59.5, this account works exactly like a 401k. All your contributions and growth is taxed when you withdraw it. If you pull the money out before 59.5, you're again going to have to pay that 10% penalty tax along with taxes on any contributions and growth. The Roth IRA is a post-tax retirement account. As previously mentioned, this shares the $6,000 contribution limit with the IRA, along with the $1,000 additional catch-up if you're over 50. The money you contribute to a Roth is going to be taxed now, and then any growth in this account is never taxed. When you reach 59.5 and your account has been open for 5 years, you can now withdraw funds from your Roth IRA. All the funds you withdraw are tax-free. You do not have to pay taxes on any growth or dividends. The Roth IRA does have some income limitations. In 2021, as a single filer, you can contribute the max to a Roth IRA if your modified adjusted gross income is less than $125,000 a year. The contributions then get phased out to zero when you're making $144,000 a year. For married and filed jointly, these limits are $198,000 and $208,000 respectively. The Roth account also allows you to withdraw the contributions at any time with no penalty. The only time you would pay a penalty for withdrawing money from your Roth is if you withdraw any of the growth. Okay, now that we've done a quick rundown of these three accounts, it's time to go over the pros and cons. First up, we have the 401k. One of the biggest pros of a 401k is the company match. This is free money. We do not want to miss out on this. A second big benefit is it's pre-tax, which will lower our modified adjusted gross income. Let's say if your income is over the limits to contribute to a Roth IRA, adding to your 401k could bring you under the limits and allow you to contribute to a Roth IRA. Another pro for the 401k is the large $19,500 limit. The cons for the 401k is you cannot access this money until you're 59.5 without paying the penalty. Money must also stay in the brokerage account that your employer chooses. Investment options can also be very limited and have very high fees. One of the things you want to be doing with your 401k is really examining what funds you can put it in, what the expense ratios of these funds are, and also try and see if there's any hidden fees. Moving on to the pros of the IRA. An IRA is tax deductible. This does have limitations like we talked about previously. Funds are transferable to any brokerage of your choice. You can also invest in any stock or any available fund within that brokerage account. Cons of the IRA, it's a very low contribution limit of $6,000. And the IRA also has penalty for early withdrawal. Moving on to the Roth IRA. Pros of the Roth. Your money grows tax-free. You can withdraw the contributions at any time. The funds are transferable to any brokerage of your choice. You can invest in any stock or available fund within that brokerage account. This gives you a lot of options and a lot of control over your money. The cons for the Roth IRA, you have a low contribution limit of $6,000, penalty on the growth if you withdraw early, and contribution limits based on income. To get the most out of these accounts, if your employer offers a 401k, you should take advantage of their match. After that, you want to max out your Roth IRA if your income is below those contribution limits. If you don't have access to a 401k, your options are either the IRA or the Roth IRA. Since we don't know the future and what tax brackets will be, it can be a very good idea to have a mix of pre and post-tax accounts. This will give us the ultimate flexibility of accounts to choose from to minimize our tax liability in retirement. If you have more questions about any of these accounts, please let me know in the comments. If you had a good time here, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.